Go to eThekwini now, where the mayor says that infrastructure to provide water to Tongaat residents will be repaired by October. Mxolisi Kaunda was answering questions after dozens of residents protested over a lack of access to water. The suburb north of Durban has been without running tap water for 5 months following those floods over Easter. Newzroom Afrika's Karinda Jagmohan there for us. Karinda, good afternoon to you. What is the mayor saying?
Indeed. Well, Stephen, the mayor says that, well, the water supply should start running in November. He said the projects, the refurbishment to the Tongaat water treatment works will conclude in October. That's what he's telling the media, at least for now, following multiple protests that took place across Tongaat from early this morning. And it's not the first time that residents have been protesting. In fact, earlier this year as well, they were protesting. It was about a month after the April floods when they had been without tap water, but now it stands at 140 days that these residents have been without running tap water. Their complaints as well is that water tankers are not coming into the community frequently, or it's not carrying enough water for all the residents there. The suburb in and around Tongaat includes at least 40,000 residents, many of whom are elderly, and they have told us incidents of where elderly women have to carry heavy buckets of water because the water tankers are coming during the day, when perhaps the younger ones who are going to work at the time cannot actually assist to get that water, collect that water. So it's frustration all round. Even limited water supply, so carrying at least 5 liters of water and having to use that for 2 or 3 days because a water tanker is not coming back into that community. Lots of frustration by residents. Take a listen to one resident who we spoke to this morning.
This issue started when there was the tornadoes around. So they implemented JoJo tanks. So in the JoJo tanks, trucks come in. But when they come in, they only stay for 5 minutes. We're not allowed to get with buckets. They only take 5 liters. So what can you do with 5 liters of water after 3 days or 4 days when the water can comes in?
Indeed, well, that is one resident speaking about the challenges they have in terms of collecting water. And the site we were at this morning, residents had burned JoJo tanks, they say, that had stood empty for several days because water tankers had not come into the community to refill those JoJo tanks. So they've been asking questions about that critical infrastructure was destroyed in April during the floods. And for the residents, they are also concerned about not having communication between the eThekwini, the local municipality, and themselves. So they're wondering when exactly they'll actually be able to have water running out from their taps, and then further to that, at this current time, when will they have more water tankers in the area? We did speak to the mayor earlier today. Take a listen to what he told the media.
We have reported to the community that by end of October this year, remember that at an initial stage, the designs were talking about 6 months. We reviewed those designs. We said it should be done at least within 4 months. Hence, we are saying by October we'll be ready, and officially hand over on the 5th of November will be conducted to hand over that product to the people.
Indeed, so that is the eThekwini mayor speaking about the fact that by October they expect the refurbishments to the Tongaat water treatment plant to be completed, and then by November, the 5th of November is the date he's given to hand over that project to the residents. And of course the residents are hanging on to that date. It has been 5 months that they've been without running tap water. They have no water in their homes. They've got to wait for water tankers to come into the community, collect buckets of water. They say this is not happening frequently enough, and then over and above that, this is water that you can't drink. This is a relatively impoverished community, especially in the outer parts of the Tongaat suburb, and so residents cannot even buy their own water. It's a struggle for them, as much as it has been in other areas that has had little water supply or issues with service delivery in the wake of the April floods that has damaged public and private infrastructure across the city of Durban.
Karinda Jagmohan for that live report. Thank you very much indeed. With people very frustrated over water in the area around eThekwini.